Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Pukekohe Park Raceway here in New Zealand for the first of two NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series events this weekend. It's race 19 on the season, and we're gearing up for 23 laps of action for the Cup Series drivers. Joining me in the booth is once again Mr. Vince Freeze, and for the first time on this channel, a three-man booth. I'm also joined by Truck Series driver James Ellison.
What's going on, guys? Looking forward to this race. As always, we're back to the same track we were in the Truck Series, and James, I'll hand it off to you.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. I understand that things went really well in the trucks, so we'll see how things go.
Yep, and to the starting lineup for the Cup Series race, Jeff Toledo on the front row with Truck Series winner Carter Friesen. Row 2, Nico Tringali and Tyler Markle. Tringali won at the Denver Roval last season. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Samet Oskin in row 3. Oskin has one road course win all the way back in 2017. Row 4 is Ace Rogers and Sebastian Kukulon. And in row 5 is Ryan Brommer and Casey Nanako. Now, one thing to note here for this weekend, it is a doubleheader race. We ran a doubleheader race back in 2018. In 2018, where you finished in race 1, if you were on the lead lap, was where you would start in race 2. This time around, however, it's different. Lead lap cars will be inversed from their finishing positions. So say 30 cars finish on the lead lap in this race. 30th and 29th will start first and second. And first and second on the finishing order will start 29th and 30th. Lead lap cars, not lead lap cars, lap down cars will requalify and start wherever they are outside of that top 30. And the same goes for those who wreck out and DNF. To the point standings here really quickly. Points leader is Samet Oskin by 39 points over Alex Gray. Alexander Rowe, 45 points back. Priya McShane, 46. And Nate Rogers, 48. As we currently have a heck of a lot of winners. I've actually forgotten the exact count. I'm going to do a quick count right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different winners, but only 13 of those drivers in the top 30 in points right now. So that leaves the current drivers in on points being Alexander Rowe, Nate Rogers, and Johnny Gardner, two-time defending Cup Series champion. We're getting ready to hear those most famous words in motorsports. Let's go trackside for the command. As the pace car will roll off. Everybody rolling here today. Vince, what do you think we're going to see here after that crazy truck race yesterday?
We got to watch two things, right? The hairpin turn, that's been Calamity Corner. And also, you have to watch those lappers, right? How you avoid the lap cars, staying out of trouble. It's going to be a race of chaos. And I'll hand it off to James with his analysis.
Well, we're looking at a really good lineup here. I mean, the field is always going to be interesting to watch, and we just saw a little bit of hesitation from the 19 there, but looks like everything's going to be all right.
So as we come into this race, there are 9 races left before the playoffs. These are 2 of them here today before we hit that 7-race stretch. Drivers won't have to worry about pit stops today. If they pit, it's for damage. We'll see if they can make it through the first section of the track clean, but the hairpin will almost certainly be a bit of a stack up mid-pack around 18th to 20th place. We did see several drivers from the way back make it through unscathed, but pretty much anybody who starts near the rear is going to just want to finish this thing clean. And on the lead lap, as the green flag flies, we're underway for the first race here at Pukekohe.
Here we go into the Fast S section here as we get down towards the backstretch. Toledo leading.
Jeff Toledo leads as Kukulon, and there definitely was some problems in the back there. Oh, Joshua Sakuli is in the wall among a ton of others. And it happened. First crash happened there in the first section. So that'll really split up the drivers. Rob Evans has heavy damage. LJ Toledo as they're into the hairpin.
22 is wide.
Oh, Johnny Gardner got sent. There's Seth Cole with damage. Gardner's still hitting the wall. That is lap 1. Ooh, Dylan Young's going to pit road. Priya McShane with heavy front end damage. Now remember, those guys, if they retire, they will have to start at the back again, so that is not going to bode well for them here today. But Jeff Toledo, according to the leaderboard, will lead lap number 1. And everyone else so far looking pretty clean. A couple of drivers staying on track with back end damage. Seth Cole, Kev Shearer.
So far, pretty clean right now as we get into lap 2 compared to lap 1.
Oh, this is the main group right here. The top 17 were ahead of the first wreck, and then they therefore avoided everything else as Zach Rogers is coming down pit road. He was in the top 10. But to the front we go, looking for the battle at the lead. Right now it's Jeff Toledo and Carter Friesen 1-2. Tringali 3rd. Fitzwater 4th, and Samet Oskin under fire from Tyler Markle for 5th. Down into the hairpin, the big corner. We know it's going to be tough today. Fitzwater giving a huge shove to Tringali there.
It's like everyone stays alive.
Oh, Pukekohe got spun, and Brommer's going to hit the wall.
Ooh. Who's spun?
Brommer will stay on track. A reminder, all incidents will be reviewed after the race is over. Now, our defending winner from 2 years ago is not in the race because she's no longer in the series, but the person who finished second both times is. That's Kev Shearer there in the 24, fighting Seth Cole for what I believe is 19th place. They both have back-end damage, but they're toughing this thing out. They want to be a part of the inverse order.
Back at the front, we got a battle.
Back at the front, we got a huge battle. Carter Friesen, man. Is he looking for the lead? Yes, he is.
Carter Friesen to the point.
And man, oh man, Carter Friesen trying to get that first Cup Series win here today.
While we were busy looking at what was happening behind him, he snuck around.
Fitzwater's up to 3rd. On Tringali.
Top 5 currently break away. It looks like it's going to be these 5 drivers right now.
Fitzwater needs for 2nd for Toledo. 64 gets past.
Ace Rogers falling back. Corey Williams with back-end damage will move up to 6th. As Samet Oskin is falling backwards as well. As they begin to single file it out, we'll head back up to the top 5. That's where the action is at right now, as Jeff Toledo continuing to lose positions.
Kind of fishtailed just a tiny bit
Fitz
there.
is all over.
Zachary Fitzwater Sr., one of the road course veterans, is going for that race lead here on Carter Friesen.
At the line, Friesen by 2 hundredths.
Fitzwater now side by side with Friesen. Tringali side by side with Jeff Toledo. Friesen will yield. Jeff Toledo does not.
Tringali underneath for 3rd.
As we're on lap 6 already, let's look at that DNF list. There's only 3 cars. Priya McShane, Joshua Sekuli, and Andrew Rich. Everybody else still on track, still on the lead lap. I'm honestly quite surprised, Vince.
Oh, Fitzwater almost gets in there. Yeah, it's been a clean, quiet race compared to the last race we saw. Let's see what happens, though. We've got a long way to go.
Indeed we do.
James, what's your thoughts so far?
Well, so far I'm seeing that we got some really strong cars up here with the 25 and the 59, but I'm curious to see how their long run strength it is.
Indeed, me too, as they're almost 3 wide behind for third. But it's
Great battling up front.
It's a 2-dog race, man. I thought Fitzwater was going to start pulling away, but Friesen is not letting him go anywhere. As you look at the fast times on the board, it's Tyler Markle at the top. Markle might have the car to beat here. We'll have to wait and see, but Friesen and Fitzwater fighting clean and hard here so far. Corey Williams and others starting to close up there on the back of the top 5 as Markle clears into third.
Markle's got clean air. Here's the battle once again.
They're still side by side. They've been side by side this whole lap, just about.
Look at that finish, if that was the finish. Look at that.
That was really close right there, yes. And it's
Fitzwater's not going to have the run here, but he's going to get the run a little bit right here and just back off and set him up for the draft into the hairpin. Oh, big battle here.
This is the battle for fourth between Tringali and Jeff Toledo. Corey Williams there in 6th. Ace Rogers 7th. Sameta Oskin, your points leader, in 8th, with Austin Colano 9th. 3 seconds back is Adam Flickinger in 10th.
I'm impressed with Williams. With that back-end damage, not affecting the aerodynamics, for sure.
Ooh, he got bumped by Ace Rogers there. And these guys are being pretty clean about this stuff, I gotta say. But don't look now. Tyler Markle is coming for that race lead. Again, fastest lap on... Oh, not fastest lap anymore, but he's up there. A 51.608. Colano with a 604. Now, it is important to note that practice and qualifying was under overcast conditions. As well, a lot of people just ran some really fast laps. I'll get to that in a second. Practice and qualifying was overcast. These guys were running... Wow, I'm getting stumbled up. 50.0s, if not faster. The sun came out, and it really slowed the cars down, as we're now seeing mid-51 4s, 5s, and so forth. Shelley and Peter Onjak ran some really fast times out of nowhere, as did Matthew Logan.
25's catching up to a lap car now. Let's see. We saw lap cars, like I said, as one of the key points from last race. Let's see how these guys avoid it.
Shelley in 14th, Onjak 15th. Matthew Logan is 21st. As Tyler Markle's making the move on Fitzy for second. Man, this 88 car is flying.
I honestly thought for sure it was going to be between Fitzwater and
Carter Friesen.
Yeah, my apologies.
That 88's amped up today.
Yeah, I mean...
I see what you did there.
Interestingly enough, now Markle and Friesen are not straight-up teammates, but they are technically alliance teammates, as the 25 is a part of the two-car Junior Motorsports team, which is a satellite team to Hendrick Motorsports. So Hendrick with some pretty good Chevy power here today.
Loose.
I think the 25's got hood damage. Do you see that?
A little hood damage, yeah. Oh, yeah, 25's slow in the straights. The 88's going to take the lead here pretty soon. We're going to see this lap car, though. Who is that in front?
That is Rob Evans in the 65. Now, he is Oh, Cole Deaver is out for some reason, so that was an incident. That is an incident we'll look at later. But Evans is no one's a lap down yet, but Evans is about to go a lap down, and what could have been starting on the pole will be starting in 38th.
That second pack is catching up to the back of Fitzwater, too. Watch out. Here comes 25. Is he going to make a look? Does a little proof fade? Dive bombs it?
Ooh,
contact.
He really nicked him there on the back bumper.
Now, that's what you don't want to do. We've seen hood damage in the truck race cause guys to come down pit row. We'll see how that plays out later down the race.
So far, Friesen doesn't seem to be hurting too bad. I really think Markle's just got some better corner speed. Now, this is what I'm really looking at here is the bottom of the running order. We're 11 laps down, 12 laps to go. The amount of cars on the lead lap is huge here for the second race because it will determine where the winner starts the second race and where the bottom of the order will start as well. Right now, that front row is Sorlin and Dylan Young.
Sorlin might be getting close to the lap, though. We'll see how that plays out for sure.
Casey Nanako is 35th. Now, Seth Cole won this race in 2017, and he is looking so far that he will start near the front.
Here comes Markle underneath the lapper.
As I think something has occurred to Keith Rich, he is falling down the running order. He did hit the start-finish line, though, so he is still on track.
Ooh, 88 loose.
Ooh.
That
Marco
reminds-
just can't get by.
That reminds me of what we saw in the truck race, Vince, when Cole Baker turned Donovan Cage for being slow. Right in that same corner.
And
That
look
seems-
So
what that
far.
did to Marco. It brought Fitzwater back to him.
Oh, Marco was on the rumble strip there. That was dangerous. You get in that grass and you go into the tires right there.
Second pack is here. That's Toledo, Tringale, Ace Rogers, Williams.
Now,
All
I'm,
them.
I'm surprised, Vince, man. Rob Evans is really holding off these leaders from Carter Friesen. I mean, he's only running about 2/10 slower.
Ooh, Fitzwater into the back of Markle. He got him loose.
But second on back just cannot get by the lap machine of Rob Evans.
That's
He's a
just gonna
bodyguard
allow
right now.
Friesen to drive off.
Actually, in fact, Rob Evans is about to unlap himself.
He's trying.
Not a slow car up ahead. That might be Zorlin.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Zorlin up there.
I'm amazed
Oh,
with
we've got
Evans
more
how he-
retirees. Something has happened to
Uh-oh.
Logan York, Adam Flickinger, and Alexander Rowe because two of those guys are a lap down and York has retired from the race.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to review later.
Rob Evans right now is he's helping the second pack. He's keeping the trap, but he's also hurting the second pack. We'll see what happens.
Markle's still now in second, Fitzwater third, Jeff Toledo fourth, and Nico Tringali is fifth.
Markle land the brakes.
James Shelley has made it up to 10th. He's got the second fastest time on the board behind Jessica Shelton.
25 got loose. 65's all over him.
Oh, man, this
Evans is all over him.
This is crazy, man. They caught Rob Evans. They passed him. He
Now they can't get
fell
rid of him.
back, held up the 88, and now he's charging back up to get his lap back. It's
Evan knows what's on the line. That front row in the next race. That's what's probably happening.
he could be starting on the front row in the next race. Alexander Rowe has also retired. So far, Adam Flickinger has not called it quits. He's 2 down. But they're catching Zorlin. They're catching Dylan Young. Seth Cole and Casey Nanako are up next if they get to them.
I think they will.
There's
Because
Tyler
Markle-
Markle. Markle's had enough of Rob Evans. He's making the move on him. Can he clear him?
25 a little loose off the corner. 65 is going to stay in line.
He really got loose there. He had a gap and it went away. Evans now all over his bumper as Markle's side by
Fitzwater to
side.
the outside.
Yeah, side by side with Fitzwater, man. Lap 15
Great
down,
race.
8 to go.
We got one lap car in the mix. Let's see how they handle two.
It's Zorlin, yep.
I really feel, though, Vince, if Markle could get by Evans, he could challenge Friesen, pass Friesen, he could just drive away. I feel like Markle has that speed.
Well, now Evans is a serious roadblock.
Markle's
there
going to
goes
make
Markle.
another move here.
Question
Well, the
is,
key is
actually
can
get
he
back?
keep the move? Let's see how late on the brakes he does.
Oh, I think
Yeah, he's
Markle's
got
got it. The straightaway
Finally.
speed,
Fitzwater's going.
straightaway speed
And then
finally
here comes
kicked in.
Fitzwater.
Oh, Fitzwater into Markle.
Oh, that got him really squirrely.
Oh, and then Toledo
Veteran
almost
move by
went in.
Fitzwater. Veteran move right there.
And Fitzwater will jump past Evans into second place, past Tyler
Zorlin's
Markle.
holding up to 25. That's a satellite teammate.
That's another set. Now Zorlin may be helping his actual teammate of Tyler Markle here. I mean, that's shaky. With how Hendrick's been performing, if Carter gets a win here, you might just see Carter Friesen in one of those Hendrick cars next year. You never know.
Oh, 5 not giving an inch. He's bringing back the Fitzwater and Markle in Toledo.
Carter Friesen's actually bump drafting Zorlin.
They might catch Dylan Young, but let's see. Fitzwater's getting a heck of a run. Watch him.
Oh, Friesen's going to go to the outside of Zorlin here in the hairpin.
He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it on exit right here. He's gonna get loose. Yep, it's a little
There he
loose.
goes. And Fitzwater's back on him almost.
Now the
Actually, that-
5's gonna have the angle. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Friesen cleared
No.
him.
Oh,
Maybe
clear, all clear.
All right, that's Jonathan Zorlin a lap down. He'll start at the rear. Any more DNFs? Oh, Keith Rich has retired.
Fitzwater underneath the 588's coming.
Right now, the
Who got
front
raced?
row. The front row right now is looking to be Dylan Young and Seth Cole, but they are very close. Ooh, Markle's in the
my
grass.
goodness.
Oh, and
Oh, someone's off.
Dylan
the
Young's
five's
off. Zorlin spins it.
But he
Action all
recovers,
over the
so-
place.
Nico Tringali's got hood damage too.
Fitzwater's closing.
So that was Dylan Young, I think, that just wrecked out. Now that leaves Seth Cole and Adam Flickinger on the front row if they
They're gonna
stay
catch
on the
Cole.
lead lap. Ooh, Jeff
Oh,
Toledo
there's
almost.
her.
Jeff Toledo
my
just about
God.
got turned by Rob Evans.
Rob Evans is not ignoring blue flags. And here comes Fitzwater underneath. He's going to have a run.
It's a 3-car breakaway. Here comes Fitzwater. 4 laps to go in the first
don't
of 2
look now,
races.
Markle's coming. I think he's just waiting in the wings now.
I think he's just waiting to see what happens to these guys.
Fitzwater's going to have the run right here. Oh, what a run by the 25. He sends it. Fitzwater. Here comes the 88 off a draft. Now they're side by side down the back.
It's a 3-car battle.
It's getting intense.
I think Seth Cole's going a lap down, Vince. I don't think he's starting from the front row. Just too much damage on his car.
Here comes Fitzwater. We're watching this. 25 is going to get a little loose here. 88 is going to sneak in underneath Fitzwater. 25 is loose on exit. 88, he's going to stay in line. But 25's got a good run off the exit.
Markle did not make any contact with either of them. Wow, that was really close. Friesen tried to tuck it in there in front of the 59.
To the line. Another
some
close
definite
photo
contact
finish.
there.
Look at this.
4 laps to go at the line this time. Peter
Somebody's out of pit road. Somebody's out of pit road.
I actually missaid the laps to go count last time by. It was 5 to go last time. Now it's go. Fitzwater's in the grass.
Jeez.
Peter Onjak's also up there, Rogers. Oh,
Yes, indeed. And Onjak has damage. Something has happened to Austin Colano. He has dropped out of the top 10.
oh, here we go. Oh, we got 2 battles saved. Oh, Fitzwater around.
Fitzwater
Easy.
to the lead. Look,
Lap
don't look
cars
now.
Are fighting up here. This is
He's going to get loose. 25's going to get into him a little bit. Oh,
Don't look now.
Oh,
But here
25
comes.
got hooked in.
What's up?
Don't look now. But here comes Jeff Toledo in the 19.
Uh-oh.
25's going to swing it to the lead. Freezing.
Man,
Fitzwater's going to try to go underneath with a crossover, maybe. He's going to look for that draft.
3 to go,
to go.
guys. Oh, he's peeking.
Prove it fade.
There he goes.
Fitzwater underneath. Into the 1 and 2 complex.
Meanwhile, Markle's just waiting to see if they slip up and wreck.
Oh,
Contact!
88's going to get held up a little bit. 59's Fitzwater's got to lead.
Friesen.
Let's see what they can do.
Friesen got really loose from that. Now Markle's challenging for second.
Toledo's there. Lappers are there. Seth Cole's the next one. Is Fitzwater dive bomb it? Seth Cole's going to block that run. Fitzwater's going to go hard on the brakes. He's going to try to get Cole loose. No, it stays in line.
Well, Markle,
88's
there goes
oh,
Toledo.
it was contact. 25 more hood damage.
Markle got pushed into the grass. Jeff Toledo's going to move up to second.
He might not be
Fitzwater.
done with this yet.
Oh, he just about turned Seth Cole right there. 2 laps to go.
Peter Onjak will be the last lap car, I think.
If that is indeed the case, the front row will be Casey Nanako and Zach Rogers for the second race.
Let's Onjak holds on.
I mean, he's got some speed. He's got a lot of damage, but he's got some speed.
Now these guys, they got to get around Cole now. And I think Toledo knows his time.
Yep, Jeff Toledo's going to make the quick move. Tyler Markle, Carter Friesen looking to follow as well. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Friesen bumped Markle or something happened there. That was strange.
Fitzwater's getting held up.
Oh, he's going to get...
Oh.
Oh, Onjak! Oh, Markle
Oh.
gets turned. Oh, my goodness.
They're
Oh,
3 wide
three
right
wide.
here. Oh,
Oh,
Seth Cole's going to get
oh.
bodied into the wall by Carter Friesen.
That's going to end Seth Cole's front row hopes. Fitzwater nearly turned on. Oh, something happened to Fitzwater.
What happened to
he
Fitzwater?
didn't
He's
get
got
hood
heavy
damage.
hood damage. Jeff Toledo to the lead there, right at the white. What on earth? What
Man.
did we miss?
Onjak's not done with
17 and 59 making heavy contact.
Onjak's
there.
not done with Toledo.
No,
You know that front row
the
on the line.
straightaway speed.
Yeah, Onjak wants that front row.
But I don't know if Onjak's gonna have enough to push here.
Toledo's
Yeah.
got to get loose. Only shot. Does he get loose? Oh, a little bit, but not enough, I don't think. Oh!
Oh,
more-
3 wide.
3 wide. This is all behind Jeff Toledo into the final complex, though.
It's not
Markle
gonna
looks like
matter.
might get second.
Checkered flags in the air for the 3rd time this year. Jeff Toledo will get a Digital Storm Cup Series win. The first 3-time winner on the season. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable race.
Second
That
road
was a
course
race.
win. Second road course win for the rookie of the 19 car. Evernham, Petty goes back-to-back. Wes McCoy back at the Pensacola Road Course. Jeff Toledo here today.
And it was all Fitzwater, Markle, and Friesen all day once they got by Toledo. But then when it mattered, he came back.
And
That was one heck of a battle.
We'll have to see what. Oh, there are some late retirees here. Nico Tringali and James Shelley. And officially, Ace Rogers, Samet Oskin also with issues finish a lap down. That'll be 25 cars being inversed. So
Nanako Rogers front row.
Nanako and Nanako, I can't even say his name right anymore. Y'all say it so different.
Nanako.
Casey Nanako, Zach Rogers on the front row. Ferrati, Nate Rogers, row 2. LJ Toledo, Austin Colano, row 3. Charles Sanford and Johnny Gardner, row 4. And then Tyler Fink and Jessica Shelton will be in row 5. The race winner here, Jeff Toledo, will start in 25th. But, boy, there was something definitely happened because we had the top 4, we had the top 8 or so all up there in the top 10, and only the top 4 finished relatively close together. So that'll be something to look at. But here's your total DNF list.
And a tough day for likes of McShane, Sekuli, Rich, Deaver, so many people who could have had a good run.
All right, so now the really fun part begins. Now we get to look at everything that happened during this race. All right, here we are looking at the first incident on the track. It was on lap number 1. Vince, break this down.
Well, Keith Richards looks like he's going to get a little contact in there. 3 wide gone wrong. 78, what is it? Looks like the 78 is just turning and boom, right into the 11. And once you're on that grass, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, you're along for the ride. You see him spin there. Then Rich is going to go right back up, loses control in that grass, hits Sorlin. 24's lost it, and it's just calamity from there on.
You see Dylan Young involved there, Charles Sanford, Rob Evans. A lot of other people, though, behind did a really good job of slowing down there.
You see Onjak gets through, but we know he gets
involved. Seth Cole had made it, and then he slid through the grass.
Right in back.
That's where Priya McShane got all her damage.
It's like an ice rink out there. You just see these guys sliding.
Jesse
Turner.
Oh,
he actually kept it straight there.
33 helped him.
But, okay, so that was the first incident. Let's see what else we got. Look at what happened here with Andrew Rich. 3 wide here with Wes McCoy and Nate Rogers. And Nate gets in the grass. And then Rich is just going to overshoot this corner here. Into the grass he goes, into the sand. He's just not going to get it back on the racetrack under power. And right there, he really loses it into the tires. Race over for the 23 of Andrew Rich. Looking at what happened here with Cole Deaver. He looks like maybe a little scared from whatever Logan York was doing. And he just goes off track here, and same thing as Andrew Rich, right into the tires. And I'll take him out of this one. Look at what happened here to Alexander Rowe. He's going to make contact with Wes McCoy. He's side by side with Keith Rich. Everything looks fine. They're going straight and everything. And then I guess Rowe decides he wants to pit. And he'll make contact with Keith Rich right there. Still trying to pit, gets into him again. That spins out the 53. Rowe is still going to try and pit here. And he is just going to bounce right off the guardrail. Yeah, that's what's
quite sense. It's a little odd that he'd keep trying to pit when he knows he.
He had a chance to make it, but he just wasn't cutting the wheel to the right enough. Now, this is what's strange, is Keith Rich is going to go into pit road here. And he just drives through the wall.
What?
I guess that wall is just not actually there.
Now he's off in no man's land.
He's over here in no man's land, bouncing off the guardrail, trying to get back on the track.
This has just been a wild race.
And I think he eventually gets back on track. I might be mistaken. Let's see. So we play it out. And he'll bounce off the wall there. Oh, and he actually got stuck behind the pace car. Oh, nope, there he goes. Now he went. And back on track he went. And then Logan York got turned hard into the guardrail wall with Adam Flickinger. And that takes both of them out of the race. So that is it for that clip. Looking at what happened to end Keith Rich's day. Looks like Casey Nanako is going to get into him here somehow. They're clean, they're clean.
And here.
Oh, Keith got loose on the rumble strips and he was given no room. That's a hard angle into the guardrail. That effectively ended his day. A few more left here for y'all to look at. All right, last replay for today's race. Dylan Young got off in the grass in the first few corners and wrecked out, and then Adam Flickinger just decided he was done, so he parked it. But this is the final crash that happened on the last lap behind the leaders, behind that crazy finish we were watching. By the way, Fitzwater lost the lead because he got loose in the final corner coming to the white flag. And then Jeff Toledo was just there to capitalize. But anyway, here's the crash off the hairpin. Ace just gets really loose here on the rumbles. Gets into it with Corey Williams. They're going to go towards the inside guardrail. And then James Shelley gets into Corey Williams and Ace Rogers. Oskin nowhere to go. Same can be said for Nico Tringali. And everyone else was just somehow able to get through this. But a huge crash on the last lap will end up as DNFs for those guys that officially retired before scoring had completed. Or a lap down for those that did not retire before scoring was completed. So that is what happened to them. And me and James will see you guys for race 2. Vince has to fly back out, so he will not be joining us. But James, what'd you think of the first race real quick?
Wild. To describe it in one word, wild.
All right, and with that said, congrats to Jeff Toledo on winning race 1, and I'll see you for race 2.